Okay, we're 2 weeks out now, as of yesterday, and today I'm tired because I was up late doing the whole hair removal thing. It's painful. I don't recommend it, but I like to do it about 2 weeks out, waxing that is, because that way I don't have to deal with worrying about stubble. It's really, it's like maybe 2 or 3 days before I'll do a quick check, do a little bit, shave a little bit in areas where it's maybe beginning to grow back, but this way I don't have to mess with it, and it looks the best, the smoothest, and the cleanest, and that's part of the whole thing of being well prepared and well groomed and looking your best that day. So as far as the diet, I'm in the groove. I mean, most of the time I barely get to the 2-hour mark without feeling really hungry. I mean, about an hour and a half I'm ready to eat. And so, but it's like 8 meals a day, so I can sometimes, if I'm really starving out, eat at an hour and a half point instead of the 2-hour point. It's still, it's just enough with 8 meals to get them all in by the end of the day. So I'm okay with that. Yesterday was probably the hardest day because I was up to 2:30 in the morning doing the whole waxing thing, and I was done with my meals and I couldn't have any more, and I was hungry. So yeah, that was a little tough last night, but I've kind of incorporated something that I haven't really committed to ever before, and it's green tea. So I make a bunch of, I put water in my coffee maker and just get hot water out of it, and I drop 8 tea bags in this pitcher that I bought, that you can put hot water in it or cold, it doesn't matter, it'll take both, and it doesn't warp or anything like that. So I just let it, I put 8 tea bags in there, let it cool, and then I put it in the refrigerator, and I've been drinking that, and that's really helped keep my energy levels up. There's a little bit of caffeine in it, but I think what's really helpful at this point is all the antioxidants that are helping me deal with this real stressful time. As you get closer and closer, you're getting leaner and leaner, you're creating more metabolic waste from workouts. So I feel good, other than today. All week I felt pretty good, energized, yeah, my place has kind of been a little bit of a disaster because I'm so busy with work and all, and so this morning I had to get up. Even though I went to sleep at 2:30, I couldn't sleep in and just make up for the lost time in sleep. I had to wake up and clean up a little bit, so because it was bad, and so I got most of that done. I've been moving all morning, so I'm a little tired right now, and now I got posing practice. So I'm excited about it though, because of the changes. I think there's some pretty good changes from last week. I weighed myself this morning as soon as I got up, but you'll be able to see what my weight is now. But I was around 218, which is great, in the sense that I'm getting leaner, but I'm not losing size or mass, because obviously the weight scale isn't moving that much. I mean, what was I last week, like 219 or 220? It's relatively small loss, and this is after using the restroom and all of that. So so I think I'm doing all right as far as not being at a point 2 weeks out where normally a lot of guys, like, they just shrink, they lose a lot of muscle. I think I'm getting leaner without sacrificing that. So I'm kind of really getting into my own now. I wish this had started earlier, but it's just, the body's ready when it's ready. And again, what I mentioned last week is that I'm not someone, I think, that could get ready in 14 weeks. I'm a late bloomer, so it takes me a while. But I'm very happy with the results of 12 weeks of dieting. up to this point. 12 weeks of dieting, going from 244 to 218. I think this. I'm proud. I'm proud of it, and I'm content. The day of the show, once I take my spanking on stage, I'll be okay. And I got other shows to look forward to, but I'm just really excited about the experience. You know, yes, when I at weigh-in, I'm gonna look at these guys that look like pros and feel small, but I'm when I really consider what the competition is, which is myself, I still might just be better than I've ever been before, and my trainer seems to think so. So yeah, so I'm anxious for you guys to see that. Just another thing, just so that you know what's going on in my life. I have a very close friend whose family is going through some things. Like there's like two family members that are very close to dying, and so she had to take off today to visit them out of state, and she's been a big help for me in helping and in preparing meals and things like that. So these are the things that happen while you're getting ready for a show, that you just have to roll with, and not become, someone who gets completely disattached. You still engage in those relationships, even though you're 2 weeks out on the show, and you still have responsibilities to the people you love, to the people that have been there for you. And I can't stress enough, guys, you don't, this, as much as I love this, I love the sport, this is not something that you want to ever sacrifice those people for. It's the true happiness, it comes when you are doing this while maintaining a normal life, and that's when you feel the most content. So please, if this can help in any way, I hope you guys think of that. Again, it was a reminder for me, once again, last week traveling back from Texas, this week, this situation, and being there for someone when my like focus is a show, but this, like, being able to put that aside and being a friend, being a caring person. And I think if more of us that are competing do that and exercise that and keep that in mind, we wouldn't get this this bad rap for being superficial and just crazy people, extreme crazy people. So and I don't speak as someone who's arrived. It's taken a while to get to this point, and I can tell you that I'm at this point because I did everything wrong in the beginning, and I was guilty of that. So I hope that you guys out there can learn from this and keep that in mind as you're getting ready for a show, or you're just your goal is just to get in great shape. Don't if your kids bake you a cookie, take a little bite out of it. It's not going to kill your prep, but if anything, it's going to help you mentally, because you feel that you're still engaged with those people you love. Okay, so I'm gonna show you where I'm at, and then we'll weigh in, and then we'll go to posing practice.